Peace to the tribe and blessings to the family. I hope you guys, you're doing all right. It's been a while. I thought I should take a moment of my time and just give you a shout and also share something with you. And some of you I'll be reminding you, some of you I will be sharing something new that is important. I want to share with you 3 principles for your prophetic gifts. All right, those of you prophetically gifted, these are the main 3 principles for your prophetic gifts. If you want to grow in your gift, you want to be effective, you want to be efficient, you want to be impactful, you want to be influential through your gift, your prophetic giftings. These are the 3 main principles that you are going to have to always remember, and so that you can fulfill your prophetic destiny. Okay, principle number 1, without the waste of any time. Principle number 1. The first principle is do not neglect your gifts. Don't neglect your gifts. This is First Timothy chapter 4, verse 14. So all these principles are based on the scriptures. So this is there's a number of principles, but I chose these 3 because as far as I am concerned, these are the most 3 important principles as far as getting to move in your gift, developing your gift, fulfilling your prophetic destiny is concerned. Okay, so that's number 1. Don't neglect your giftings, right? Your journey might be tough. You might be going through a lot of rejection. You might be going through a lot of misunderstandings. You might be going through a season where you have limited resources. You might be going through a season where maybe you don't even have support. All those things, they should not make you to neglect the gifts that God has placed upon your life. See, sometimes when people go through this, some of the aforementioned things, some people they just neglect the gift. It's difficult. People don't understand me. People misunderstand me. I'm going through a lot of rejection. I'm going through a lot of hardships. You don't allow those things to make you to neglect the gift. No matter what is happening in your life, you have to give attention. You have to pay attention to your giftings. You make sure you don't despise your gift or treat it as something that is not worth your attention. Okay, in spite of what is going on, remember this first principle: never neglect that gift. Okay, and it's very important. I must say this: it's very important. One of the things you must know when you are gifted, you are called to the prophetic, is that that's your vocation in life. So your bread is going to come from it. That house you're trusting God for is going to come from it. That car you're trusting God for is going to come from it. That money you're trusting is going to come from it. It's your vocation. It's what you've been called to do. It's your assignment. So your future depends on it. And since your future depends on it, you do not afford to neglect it. Totally give yourself to the gift. Make sure your gifts constantly has your attention. You nurture it, you cultivate it, you develop it. You understand? It's very important. So that's principle number 1. Let's continue. Principle number 2, and these are the 3 main principles. The second principle is do not be ignorant of your gifts. I've preached this so many times. I've taught this so many times that the first stumbling block, the first hindrance to moving in the gifts of the Spirit, and not just individual prophetic people, I'm talking churches, I'm talking ministries, is that they're ignorant about how these gifts operate. Okay, so and that means if you're not ignorant about them, that means you have to go after the knowledge of your gift. If you discover you have a specific particular gift, then you go after knowledge of that gift, the knowledge of that gift. So you research about the gift, you study about the gift, you read about the gift, you get a mentor to be mentored to you about your gift. You make sure that there is no ignorance as far as that gift God has given to you is concerned. Okay, so and this is very important. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, there are so many people. There are so sorry, but that is very hot. There are so many people who have spiritual gifts, but the main problem is that they are actually ignorant about them. So they just know that they're gifted and somehow they try to pursue it. But because they're not doing it right, it's not working for them. You see? Because even if you know you have it, if you're not doing it right, it's not going to work for you. So you have to go after knowledge. Knowledge is very, 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 very important. Not just knowledge, the knowledge of your gift, the knowledge of what you have. Okay? So, and the last one is stir up your gifts. Okay, the verse for the second principle is 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 1. The third main principle is stir up your gifts. Stir up your gifts. So, yes, you have the gift. Yes, let's say first principle, you don't neglect your gift. You're paying attention to your gift. Number two, you're not ignorant about your gift. So you have read, you are reading, you're studying, you're getting information, you have a mentor, you're getting information about your gift. Fine. But even if you don't neglect it, you pay attention to it, and you are not ignorant of it, if you don't know how to stir it up, you might have a gift that is sleeping. You might have a gift that is dormant. You might have a gift that is deactivated. You might have a gift that is locked. So you understand? So you need to know that even if the gift, yes, you already have the gift, but can you stir up? How do you stir up the gift in you? Right? And there are a couple of ways to do. There are a couple of ways of stirring how to stir up your gift. Number one, you can stir up your gift by prayer and fasting. Let's say that. That's just first thing. The more you pray, especially praying in other tongues. Let me tell you, praying in other tongues a lot is a gateway into moving in the other gifts of the Spirit, the other divine enablements. The more you pray in the Spirit, the more you pray in other tongues, it should be easy to move in prophecy. The more you pray in other tongues, it should be easy to perform healings and all of that. So that's why Paul placed such an emphasis in speaking in tongues. He said, Paul, in one of his epistles, he says, I thank God I speak in tongues more than you all put together. Why did Paul speak so much in tongues? Right? There's a secret there. So you have to pray in tongues a lot, right? And integrate fasting into your praying. I don't want to talk about that. There's a guide to fast video here on YouTube. You can check it out. The second way to stir up your gift is you need to listen to worship music, right? Listen to the right type of music. Okay? If you listen to the wrong type of music, because you must understand about what music opens you up for something or for someone. That's what music does. It opens you up for something or for someone. So the type of music that you listen to determines what you open yourself up to. So if you want to open yourself up to the prophetic, if you want to open yourself up to being moved by the presence of the Holy Spirit, then you must listen to the right type of music, worship songs, prophetic songs. Okay? That is the second way. The third way is the type of people you surround yourself with. Surround yourself with the prophetic. Whether it's friends, whether it's church, it doesn't matter. Make sure that you place yourself in an environment where you constantly see the prophetic in motion, where you always see the prophetic in motion, because whatever you can see, you can do, and whatever you look into long enough, it grows in the inside of you. So this is one of the ways to stir yourself up. Put yourself in an environment wherein you constantly see the prophetic in motion, right? And allow that to feed, your desire for the prophetic. Allow that to feed your passion for the prophetic. Allow that to challenge you. You understand? Because there are two main principles, as I've already stated, that are connected to this third way of stirring up the gift, is that whatever you gaze upon long enough, it's going to grow in the inside of you. And secondly, whatever you see, you can do. So this is also one of the ways. And then number 4 is impartation. Of course, you can receive impartation that can stir up your gift for you, that can activate your gift for you, that can unlock your gift for you, right? So these are some of the ways how you can stir up your gift. So these are the 3 principles I wanted to give to you on this very day. I want you to remember these 3 things. Do not neglect your gifts. Do not be ignorant of your gifts. And lastly, stir up those gifts. Don't just, it's not enough to know that you have them. Do something, awaken them, shake them, like arouse them, awaken them, activate them, unlock them, whatever terminology you want to use, but you have to do something about it. You need to press that switch so that they can start operating. I hope this is a blessing to you, and I'm going to be seeing you on the next video. I'm Blacksmith. I'm signing out. Shalom.